What's up, Brad Squad? This is Yonathan Elias here at the 2019 Veterans Day Parade in Manhattan. Now, this is the 100th year celebrating the U.S. veterans, but it started November 11th, 1919. That was called Armistice Day to celebrate the end of World War I and welcoming the troops returning home. Now, there are going to be about 25,000 parade participants today, and I'm here at Madison Square Park. Now, if you don't know the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, Veterans Day is to celebrate those living who served in the military, and Memorial Day is to celebrate those who've passed on. Now, I'm here to represent for Bradshaw Live because we love the veterans, and we're going to ask a lot of the attendees what Veterans Day actually means to them. So stay tuned. So why are you here today?
Well, I'm here today because I'm a Army Airborne Ranger captain, and I've never participated in the parade. I thought it'd be a great fall day to spend today watching the veterans.
So what can people out at home that are watching do to help, support the military?
I think as an employer, it's important that we take a look at all veterans for job opportunities and just honor those that have given their sacrifice and lives for America.
What organization are you guys representing here at the Veterans Day Parade today?
Wounded Warrior Project.
Why is it so important to represent and to support these veterans that are wounded like that?
We're not able to do the same things that we were able to do back then. We get secluded away from family, friends, and this gives us like an avenue to meet different soldiers. We know what we think about, we know each other, what we want, and it helps.
So what are you doing here today?
Oh, just hanging out for Veterans Day 2019.
Why do you feel like it's important for us to come out, especially if you're not a veteran?
You always got to respect anybody that's going to put their country first. And I think veterans should have even more respect than that.
This event actually started in 1919 on this day, right?
That's correct.
So why is it so important for us to celebrate and honor U.S. veterans?
Well, Veterans Day started with armistice when the World War I ended. It was supposed to declare there would be no more major wars, which we've seen that to be different. I think it's just honorable to be here.
So what are you doing here today?
I'm here to honor all the veterans that served in every war.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm a participant of a Vietnam veteran, Desert Storm, 9/11, first responder. I've been in the military for 32 years, Seabees, and the U.S. Army.
What are some things that people out there can do to celebrate and to also support veterans?
When they come home, they need a lot of support, especially the trauma, brain trauma. It's just for the service of what they're doing for our country. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
These young kids go out there and they sacrifice their lives, and in some places they don't even look at them.
Yeah.
It's very important for our youth, our young people, to see what some of these young people that are now older have contributed to our society, to New York State, to the country.
Absolutely. How are some ways that we can support and help the veterans and honor veterans?
You could donate, because a lot of the events that we go to is because the donations that people are giving. We do a lot of events, and it helps. We meet other veterans. It helps us with the PTSD. They help us immensely. They do a lot of stuff for us.
A lot of us veterans, like myself, I spent 12 and a half years of service in the military, both Marine Corps and Army, and the time that was taken away from our family time, things of those sorts, civilian life that we miss back here at home, most of the time we spend overseas, so showing gratitude.
What are some other ways that we can help veterans?
Just by acknowledging us, by just saying thank you. That means a lot to us in a big way. And also, when you see a female veteran vest out, we are veterans too. To acknowledge us as well.
There were some veterans that were immigrants that were deported. So what's your take on that?
I think that's a terrible thing. Because here they're all putting the country first where a lot of people didn't, and then they have to go through that. It's got to be some exceptions, got to be some way to help them out. Right. That's a terrible thing.
I remember in Vietnam when we had people from various countries that actually joined the military, and it took a hell of a lot of time for them to become a citizen. I mean, you're going to go out there and sacrifice your life and the bond with Americans, and you're a foreigner. Give it a break already. I mean, it's time to honor these people,
So you already know about the Dreamers, right?
I know about the Dreamers. I think it's not their fault. These young babies coming in, some of them are even born here in the States. If they're good citizens, hard workers, going to school, which is beneficial to our country because education is very important. Give them a shot of life. Give them a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your immigration story?
My grandparents came from Russia, and my wife's parents came from Italy. They immigrated back in 1910, and they became citizens, and life started from there. I'm third generation immigrant,
Nice, nice.
as we all are.
My immigration story, I was born in Puerto Rico, Taino Indian ancestry. I'm an American.
Thank you so much for your service. Well, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been amazing for me, and not only for me, but for you, because you guys get to support amazing veterans like them right here. Thank you guys so much for your service, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Back to the studio.